Well, good morning, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We're here today again with reaction in the morning to a Schmoedown match live here on Dedicated to Art. Well, not live, but as usual, I'm your host, Kees Cornelissen, and I'm joined by Chris Delman in his robe because it's the morning, and we literally just woke up to react to this match. So I'm gonna drop all that now, and guys, welcome. I'm looking forward to this match. The Smasher will smash, I assume. Chris, what are your thoughts on this thing?
Now, you see, I don't want to discredit Hlavac in any regard, because I think he is a hell of a competitor. But I will say, when you lose on one name,
Yeah.
one goddamn name, that's enough to piss you off and make you really go for the belt. Yeah, look, Adam, you've been starting to actually show some real promise these last couple matches you've been in. But it's still the Smashers' time, man. I'm sorry.
There's still just a difference in level of how competitors in
Commitment.
and how the people in the Inner Geekdom League study, which is like you have Mike, Rachel, and Kevin way up here, and Alaphic is just below that. I mean, he's good. He knows his stuff, but he's just not good enough, I feel, to take on any of those three, despite him being probably better than the rest, though, in the league. But, you know, if he proves me wrong, good. And otherwise, I'm just right. We're just going to Oh, by the way, I do have to say, we'll press play on the intro bit, and then we'll skip ahead a little bit because that's the thing with the live show. With live events, we usually skip the banter because it's not that much fun for us to react to rather than to be there in the crowd live. So that's what we'll do. We'll press play on the opening bit with Robert Burnett, which I saw in 3, 2, 1, play.
So let me ask you a question.
Oh boy.
I need an estimate on how much it would cost to knock down an entire building. Let me call you back.
Captain.
Oh dear.
Look at
Mr.
this.
Guy.
Great to see you.
Mr. McWeeny.
This looks good.
Godfather, how are you, gentlemen? What brings you to my office
Well,
today?
you know what? I'm
My office.
feeling a beautiful office. I'm feeling great. I love this, but you know what? A man here has a question for you, and if he's got a question, I've got a question.
Where are the evil geniuses? I thought we were supposed to play them. That was what we said, and it's what I wanted.
We're not going to be playing evil geniuses.
What the hell?
Why?
They're 2-0.
So
You're 2-0. If you were to play them, there might be a slight possibility they could win. We're going into the tournament.
Cut the crap, Captain. Who are we playing?
Only stupid answers.
They're beneath us.
So, in order to beat the system, we're going to cheat the system.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, of course. We can get it on keychains. We can get it on bobbleheads. Hell, for you guys, I'll put it on a blimp.
What the hell? Oh God Almighty!
How about that? Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about Smets versus Hlavac? Wait, Mark, I mean, look, they're both ready to get going.
Not mine
They want to
versus
play. This is a
Stage
big
of
match.
three,
And this isn't a number
but
one
it's still
contender
good.
match per se, but this does put you in that next echelon, because Adam Hlavac needs a big win here too, because you beat the Smasher, and then you're
I
going
would
to be
assume
right
that the
in line
winner of
there,
this could
because
play
maybe whoever
Brendan
loses
Hanna
here against Kalinowski and Cushing could be a next
One of the
competitor.
By my
So that'll
understanding,
be a
this
big
is
match
the
for
number one
Hlavac.
contender match.
Smets is in a
No, it's
must-win
not.
situation.
Yeah, and
This
when you
isn't.
talk about winning a live event in
In
front of
front
a
of this
raucous
isn't.
crowd like what we have here, I think it counts as like 3 wins simply because you go through all that
This is
pressure,
what I
all
get
that
for not
emotion,
checking
all
my
that
Patreon
performance
updates.
energy, and you say, I do have what it takes to get a W under the brightest of spotlights, so we're going to see one of them emerge from that pack here tonight.
Yeah, and they both have notable wins over Hector Navarro. They both have played Navarro. We saw a very big run from Hlavac in the tournament last year. Smets has come out of nowhere, really. He played in the fan leagues, went a big 3-0 with 3 knockouts, and then obviously ran into that mega match with Kalinowski where he just came up short. So they are both playing here for this big win, and I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, if
Damn
Smets
name.
gets the W, do you think he's finally going to flash that winning smile
Very.
that his mom has been waiting to see since he started appearing on this show?
I doubt it.
The guy, he looks angry all the time, but his mom is here, so I think maybe we get a little toothy grin.
Yeah, when you look at Tail of the Tape, you're going to talk with Adam Hlavac, who's probably looking for comic book movies, or it could be DC, Marvel, any of those things. That's where he's going to be looking to hit.
And Adam Hlavac's talent is getting the Schmoes into Hall H in the year 2013. We
He's
love you
good.
forever, Adam.
Very
Thank you.
good, it's true. But, you know, as far as Smets goes, Smets, I don't know really what the weakness is, because you can even say from that last match, he really, it was just, he was inside of his head. He knew the answer. So he's very well-rounded. So just a matter, is in front of a crowd. Is he going to be able to perform in front of the big crowd? We're going to find out.
And is he going to be coached well by Kaiser? Because Kaiser
You know,
has
I
been
feel
one of
almost
the keys
dirty
to
for
Smets' success. As
being here in
Kaiser
my
goes,
robe. I think I'm
sometimes
just gonna
that's how
have to
Smets goes. So is Kaiser
take
going to
care of
bring
this right
his
now.
A game tonight? Is he going to bring a
Oh!
bag of popcorn?
I don't know. Kaiser's riding the high right now.
Always
He
be
manages
prepared.
The movie trivia Schmoedown champion
Look,
of the world.
I
He's
honestly
gonna try
would
to
wear my
manage
jacket
it,
right
but
now,
with that,
but it's
Oh, look at this
37
crowd.
degrees
Let's do this tonight,
Celsius
gang.
out.
Let's do it right
That's
now.
about 100 degrees.
Yeah,
It's
same.
then,
way too
say it
hot.
with me.
hot.
ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the movie trivia Schmoedown. Introducing first, representing
What's this music?
Hyper RPG, with a record of 3 wins, 3 defeats. He is Adam the Haymaker Hlavac.
Music
Great
does seem
piece
familiar.
of music, Portal, from Alan Silvestri's Endgame, and there's Hlavac
Oh.
walking through
Oh,
the
it's from
crowd.
Endgame.
He's excited. Oh, and he's with Emily
Right.
the Rose Jacobson, 1-0 in the
Rose
Individual division.
has showed up. Probably a
Yeah.
great person to
Oh,
test
right.
your trivia with at home, and now
He's a
he's
lovely
ready
lady.
for the big time.
He's ready. Look at him.
Oh, I
Playing to
suddenly
the crowd. The
remember the
energy is
moment
hype. This is huge
when
for
this
him.
tour
This
plays.
is match, man. This is big for him.
This is a defining moment potentially in Adam Hlavac's career.
It's at the end.
He gets to salute
Avengers
Emily the
Assemble.
Rose Jacobson fired up. And he's wearing a Beetlejuice.
Yes, it
He
is.
is ready to go. Just coming
A Beetlejuice.
That is not.
Which is selfishly still my favorite moment in
Well,
movies this year.
Adam, unfortunately, you're not playing Mark Ellis in this game.
I
That's
don't
it's a
believe
Beetlejuice shirt. It's the ghost with the glasses, right? 1988, Michael Keaton. Adam, this is a true story about Adam, is that he was up at 8:30 a.m. to go to Hall H today. He stayed through the marble panel, and now he is here tonight.
I
He
came
saw
straight from
Mahershala
Hall
Ali,
H.
Got
That's
right
right.
over here.
All I had time to do was to change my pants. So we're good.
And his opponent. Representing the Dungeon, led to the ring by his manager, Kaiser, with a record of 3 wins, 1 defeat, and 3 knockouts. He is Kevin the Smasher Smets. There he is. He managed. Look, there's Kaiser managing camp and Smets. We haven't seen him since that defeat, Mark. How's he going to play?
He's got the game face of a lifetime on that mug of his.
Look at Kaiser. What's he saying to him?
Some last words of sage advice. before he hits the stage. Waiting.
Smash him.
Oh, he just screams smash him.
All
Just
right.
screams smash him. And
Oh.
here he comes. There's the smasher.
Look at that determination.
There's the smasher. And the smasher hits the stage. He is ready to go.
That's right.
He is ready to go. Approaching right up to Hlavac. Right up to Hlavac.
He looks him in the eye and Adam Hlavac blow him a kiss.
Yeah, look at that.
Wow. And here comes
There he is.
Kaiser adopting to the hometown
It's like a beat boy.
Aztecs nicely.
Loved you in Breaking 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
What have y'all been doing today? Hanging around Hall H? Not taking showers? Waiting for one of the Gyllenhaals to sign your autograph book? Well, while Hlavac was running around the convention center, snagging Fraggle Rock keychains, the Smasher was in the dungeons of Petco Park, watching Return of the Jedi for the 3,000th time.
Yay.
I'm okay with that.
3, 2.
I bet you all thought I was gonna waltz in here, start talking about the Smasher's knockouts, his accuracy rate, and blah, 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 blah. Well, you know what? You got it wrong, like Adam's barber. Oh. You see, things are a little different in the dungeon now. We got Paul Primetime Oyama who's got a strap around his waist.
Yes.
Eric Z-Man Zipper finally got his driver's license. We're all really proud about that.
God.
And the Smasher, well, he's just got a bad attitude. And as great a player as you are, you're gonna find out the hard way. You see, we know you're from San Diego. But guess what? Me and the Smasher graduated from San Diego State University, so I guess that makes it a home game for us too.
Did you really graduate, though?
Oh! Damn!
I just got one question to ask everybody. How many dungeon heads are in the audience tonight?
Yes.
Before I get off the stage, I just want to say this. Go take a shower and be a decent person for once in your life.
Very nicely said.
It's Comic-Con.
Classy individual, that
A little
Kaiser,
bit of
I gotta
a
tell ya.
motivational speaking tilt
Yeah, it's
to that
true.
one, giving the crowd some advice.
I feel like I was at a really good TED Talk.
it was like a camp counselor.
Damn
telling
it,
you
why
how to
didn't
have
he
proper
finish by
hygiene.
saying that?
Well, with that being said and that out of the way, we're going to start this big Inner Geekdom match. Mark, 3 rounds here in this match. How do the rules work for round number 1?
I will now attempt to read the rules without assistance of a teleprompter or notes. In round number 1, this is the Inner Geekdom, so
round
there
number
will
one
be
of
10
division,
different
it's usually
corners
says,
of
no, I'm
movie,
not that
trivia,
good for geek
Schmoedown,
stuff. He can
Inner
go, he's
Geekdom,
killing
know
it
how
in
your
fandom
first round
and
questions
stuff
are each
like
worth
that, so he
1
kind of
point.
goes
There's no
goes
penalty
to
for
Steve.
missing a question.
And
There's no
if he doesn't get a
stealing
perfect
in
round,
round
then
number
I'll
1. As
seriously
soon as we ask the question, the competitors have about 15 seconds to write down their best attempt at an answer
But you'll
on the
get at
whiteboard
least,
with
like,
the marker
7
we have so kindly provided for you. Once we address
I
you by
want
name
to.
or
I would
nickname,
like to.
please reveal your answer
You
to
will.
the microphone and the camera at the same
And I'll try
exact
to
time.
use it.
Now, Christian, each competitor has 3 usages of the JTE rule. Throughout the duration of the match, JTE, lovable guy, asks for a lot of repeats. That's what you can do 3 times. You didn't hear a question right? You want to buy yourself another 15 seconds? Use one of your JTE rules. You also each have 1 challenge to be used at any point throughout the duration of the 3-round match. And fun, friendly note to all of you audience watching out there. We love you. We respect you. We worship the ground you walk on. But you may not verbalize your answer at all. If anybody answers a question or attempts to answer one of the questions, you will be asked to leave. You're just cheering on your favorite competitor.
All right, so with that being said,
That was pretty impressive what I
was
just
really
did.
good.
Yeah. Felt good.
That was-
Thank you.
we will ask Adam Hlavac. Adam Hlavac first, are you ready?
Let's go, baby.
Kevin Smets, are you ready?
Ready.
Then let's get ready to
Schmoedown!
All right. Question 1. In the realm of the DCEU,
Is that what it's still
who
called?
cares? Who plays Commissioner Gordon in Justice League?
Fan of the movie.
Okay.
Not fan of a lot of people not fan of the movie.
All right.
Terrible fucking
Batman
movie.
shows
Terrible.
up at one point.
You don't have to
But
defend
Zack
anything
is
to me.
straight.
5,
Oh, yeah.
4, 3,
Wonder Woman's in it, I believe.
2, 1. Pens down. We start with
JK
Smasher.
J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Simmons.
Yes, and Hlavac.
J.K. Simmons.
Yes.
All right.
And just a reminder to you gentlemen, too, because we're doing this a little differently, like you did, Smasher, please show us your whiteboards as well as showing the crowd. All right, so here is question number 2, Mark.
In the world of heroes and villains.
Okay.
Heroes and villains, your question is, name the MCU villain played by actor Lee Pace. Yeah, that's a stumper, huh?
For you and I, absolutely.
That Hall H thing today.
What about
Do you guys hear Mahershala Ali is Blade?
Yeah, 5, 4,
I hope Wesley Snipes is in
3,
it.
2, 1. Pens down. Adam.
Ronan the
Ronan the
Accuser.
Accuser.
Yes, it is. And Smets.
Ronan the Accuser.
You got it.
There
Okay.
it is.
2,
I wish
2.
Lee Pace would catch a
Next
break
question.
in these big blockbuster films.
All right, we're going to
Haven't liked
start
them
with
once.
the Middle Earth. Middle Earth. Mount Doom is located within which realm of Middle Earth?
Come on.
It's a little on the nose, isn't it?
What's that?
Quite.
Mount Doom?
Oh.
What do
Did
you wanna
Tolkien get tired? He's like, just call it Doom. I'm done.
do? Yeah. These are the kind of questions I need in this. 5, 4,
Sounds like we're Cobra Hangout from
3.
G.I. Joe.
2, 1. Pens down. Smets.
Or
Mordor.
Yes. Adam.
Isengard.
Oh!
All right, so Smets goes up by 1 here. 3-2. Next question. Next question.
Your next question is from the world of Star Wars. Yes. Star Wars. And your question is, name the author who wrote the book Why We Love Star Wars. I'm sorry, that's the one for the crowd.
It's a good cheap plug, I got to tell you. It's a good cheap plug.
He paid me handsomely for
Yes,
it
I'm
in
sure he
Arby's coupons.
Right.
Your real Star Wars question, in The Phantom Menace, who will do terrible things to Jar Jar if he returns to Gungan City?
You cannot say Twitter.
Pretty sure he can stay out of Gungan City.
I mean-
He's still getting killed on Twitter. Yeah.
And 5, 4,
The quote says otherwise, but it's implied.
2, 1. Pens down, please.
I said
Adam.
the bosses.
Boss
That
Nass.
is correct.
Accept
And
that.
Smets.
The Gungans. He returns.
Can't,
to
no, the
No,
boss.
no, no, no.
Can't accept just the Gungans.
Terrible things to me. Terrible things to me.
I think we need
Adam
to
is
accept
right.
either the
Yeah.
bosses or Boss Nass. Can't go as
Yes.
broad as the Gungans, unfortunately. So now,
Fine.
Smets and
Bosses
Hlavac
are
back to
perfect.
tied.
Yeah, 3-3.
Got
3-3.
too creative there. It's fine, I got
3-3. All right. Here's the next question. Here is in the realm of Star Trek. Star Trek. In which Star Trek film are Kirk and McCoy charged with assassinating the Klingon High Chancellor and in prison?
Woo.
Yes.
Like about a bad day at the office. Huh?
I know.
My second favorite
Guys,
in the entire
did you
franchise.
kill the Klingon High Chancellor?
It's in my top 5. I'm not entirely sure where.
4, 3,
I'm just happy it wound up there.
2, 1. Pens down, please.
The Undiscovered Country.
Star Trek
Smets.
6, The Undiscovered
Star
Country.
Trek 6, The Undiscovered Country.
Yes, it is. Hlavac.
Boys home.
No.
Oh.
Back up. Smets finds himself back up 4-3 after that miss by Hlavac.
That's that
And
Hall
to
H
the
brain
next question.
hitting him.
Back and forth we go. Your next
Yeah.
category is in the world of that wizard kid, Harry Potter. Heard of him? Harry Potter made some movies, and they made some books based on the movies. Your question. A Quidditch team is made up of how many players? I like sports questions.
Yeah. Would you have gotten this word?
I can name all of them.
I played Quidditch in college.
I'd pay a lot of money to watch you play.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2,
I'm wrong.
1. Adam.
7.
7.
It's incorrect. Smets.
It is 7.
Yes, it is.
Hey!
Going back up now. 5-3. 5-3. 5-3.
Seeker,
Next
Keeper,
question.
2 beaters,
Question
and
7.
3
DC.
that handled the
DC
buffalo. I'm
is
not
the
entirely
category.
sure what the name.
This actress played Kitty Kowalski, Lex Luthor's henchwoman, in 2006's.
I don't know this movie.
Your thoughts on it in about 10 seconds?
Oh.
Stuff. Rather boring.
You hear that, Brandon Ralph? Going to be
Yeah, I don't know this
Yeah, he
movie.
did the.
Yeah.
There's a convention down the street.
Damn it, I was going so well.
5,
Nope.
It's like a
4.
right and a
No.
left.
3,
No, fuck this movie.
1. Pens down.
Brian Singer should have stuck to
Parker
X-Men.
Posey.
X-Men.
Yes. Lavik.
Parker Posey.
Yes.
Hey,
Oh.
he
Four.
got
I
me.
don't even
I
know
thought
who
he
that
missed it.
is.
No, I thought he had it on that one.
What an
Totally was
actor.
that. Yeah. All right. Next question, Mark.
This is in the world of Marvel movies. Notice I didn't say MCU, I just said Marvel. Could be anything. And your question. In X2, X-Men United, what is the nickname of the young mutant that has the ability to control fire? So I
Yeah.
come to you and I say, hey, Christian, congrats, you get to be a mutant. What is your special ability?
Oh, those dangerous
Sleep without
mutants.
him
I
waking me up.
knew you were gonna go sleep.
5,
Teleportation.
Thanks for saving the world, you
4,
selfish.
3, 2, 1. Pens down, please.
Pyro.
Pyro.
Adam Hlavac.
Pyro.
Yep. Smets.
Pyro.
7-5.
Right.
7-5.
Just like Beavis.
That's
Hey,
right.
told you, 7.
All right. The
We're there.
MCU.
This is the cinematic universe.
There's more
I was talking
stuff.
about earlier.
Yes, they know, Mark. MCU. In Doctor Strange, what repeated phrase does Doctor Strange say when he becomes trapped in the time loop during the climactic battle?
Whew. Getting spicy in round 1.
Well, you know,
It's a tough question.
It's a very tough question.
Just saying.
I don't know why
Give these guys a break.
your voice peaked.
Oh,
5,
it's only a little tough because you need time to write it down.
3.
Yeah.
Can you repeat the question, please?
Yes, that's your first one. In Doctor Strange, what
See?
repeated phrase
I
does
was saying
Doctor
they should-
Strange say when he
they should have
becomes
just given more
trapped
time.
in the
They
loop
should have given at least 20
during the
seconds because
climactic
it's a
battle?
phrase.
So anyway, back to puberty.
Yeah, sure.
Got kids in the crowd, and I want to let you know some things.
Yeah, it's real good.
Stay here as long as you can.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please, and we.
Dormammu,
start
I've
I've
come to bargain.
Mamu, I've come to bargain.
Yes, that is correct. Adam.
I was thinking of the wrong scene.
Oh, so he didn't get it.
Oh.
Didn't get it.
So you wrote, I don't remember?
No. All right.
All right, your last question, gentlemen, in round number 1. Neither one will be pitching a perfect round 1 here today, but
Ah, but pretty
good
close to
contest
Smets,
we got
though.
going on. And your last question comes from the world of mixed bag.
Oh,
Reach
jeez.
your hand in, could be anything. And what comes out? What was the name of Colin Farrell's character in 2016's Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them?
I only know the last name. I hope that it's
Not
good
who he's
enough.
revealed to be, which
I
is the
used to
name of
know
the
this.
character. Up until I remember nothing about
Nope.
that movie.
Like, this movie sucks, so
You guys see this?
I don't blame you if you forget this.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please.
Graves.
Adam. Didn't have it, Smets?
Percy Graves.
Yes.
There it is.
Adam.
I don't know if they
Missed
can
that
count
one. Kevin
just the
Smets-
last name.
Smets
I
goes
think I
up
could.
9-5. 9-5.
In
Smets
that
has a
case, I tied with
4-point lead
Smets.
as we hit
I'm happy
round
with that.
number 2, Mark. We hit round number 2, and how does that work?
Boy, do we have a treat for the crowd because in live Schmoedowns past, we've had an electronic wheel. Guess what,
Yeah?
y'all? We got a real wheel.
Oh!
Look at that thing.
That's cool. That's
What a beaut that wheel is.
Or do you guys want the electronic wheel?
Oh.
All right, fine. We'll use this one.
Wow.
All right.
All right. Took Christian and I 4 days to build that wheel.
I know. Sure.
On that wheel, you're going to find multiple categories of inner geekdom know-how. Each competitor gets a spin at their wheel. Whatever category you settle on, the competitors are each going to be asked 5 questions from that world. Each question in round 2 is worth 2 points. If you're not sure of the answer, you can ask us for multiple choice. We'll give you 4 options, one of which is the correct answer. You may want to use that tactic because stealing is available in round number 2. And if you don't like the category that you spun at first, you are awarded 1 mulligan, which is golf for do-over. Unless you spin opponent's choice, then your opponent may pick whatever category they like. So, Kaiser, Smets, you guys are standing. You have the lead. I assume you would like to spin first.
All right, Smets is
Have
going
at
to
it.
spin first. Go ahead, Kevin.
All right.
Put the pressure on.
There it goes. Kevin Smets wearing protective gloves to spin the wheel.
Mixed bag.
And what do we got? He's going to respin. Going to respin.
Smart man.
And here we go. Competitors, please say what the category is that you land on. What do we got?
Villains.
You got
Villains.
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 All right, villains.
All right. How
All right,
fitting.
villains. All right, Smets, you're going to get 5 questions in the realm of villains.
All right, Kev. In Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, how did Dr. Jones
She talks in
Sr.
her sleep.
claim to
Talks in her
find out that Elsa was a Nazi?
She talks in her sleep.
Yes, she does.
2 points.
Don't they all?
2 points.
All
I
right,
didn't
Smash,
trust
your next
her.
question.
Why did you?
In the world of villains, bad guys, your question is, during the graveyard scene in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, Voldemort killed
Actually, it's not
Cedric
Voldemort.
Diggory with what
It's
spell?
Peter Pettigrew,
Peter Pettigrew.
but it's a Avada Kedavra.
Avada Kedavra, yeah.
Actually, Wormtail killed him, and it was with the Avada Kedavra.
Whatever you said, man. 2 points.
So,
2
yeah,
points.
challenge.
He's
Get
right.
it straight, pal.
No. He gets a point, so
I
it's
know.
fine.
Dungeon wall.
But yeah,
You know,
I
the
would,
next one, just ask yourself
if
the question
anything
and
would be
answer.
wrong
We
about that
trust
question,
you.
you could challenge it because it's worded wrong.
All right, your next one. In Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Jesus.
I haven't seen Scott.
Wow, Scott Pilgrim's high school class is here tonight. In that, it's
Seems
always
that
nice
people
making
either
you
love it or hate it.
Yeah, that woke me up.
You old hardened
Pretty obvious to
soul.
tell where I stand
In
on
Scott
it.
Pilgrim
Yeah.
versus the World, who plays Gideon Graves, Ramona's 7th Evo X and the founder of the league?
Jason Schwartzman.
2
Yeah.
more points for
Damn.
the Smasher. He's feeling it, Christian.
Feeling good. He's in a rhythm. He's in a rhythm as he goes up 15-5 now.
All right. Your penultimate question in round number 2. Who plays Emil Blonsky, the character who transforms
Tim
into the
Roth.
Hulk's monstrous
Tim Roth, yeah.
adversary in 2008's The Incredible Hulk?
Mr. Orange.
Tim Roth.
2 more points for the Smasher.
Smasher is feeling it. He's on
Running
a
through
rhythm.
this category.
Looking for a perfect.
Oswaldo Mowbray.
And he can do
hatefully.
just that with this last question in the world of villains.
Or at least that's a
And
student.
what a query it is. What was Buford Tannen's nickname in Back to the Future
Don't-
3?
Bulldog.
I
Wow.
don't
Never call
do
him
this
this.
franchise.
Mad Dog.
Wow.
It is Mad Dog.
Wow.
Mad Dog.
Wow.
Look at Smets.
I don't do this franchise,
Hlavac now
period.
is on the ropes. Hlavac needs a big round here. Lavac's
At
gonna be
least
looking
not the
for comic-
sequels.
Obviously, so in the MCU, he's going to be spinning for.
All
So
you
here's Adam
sheeple
on the
who
wheel.
say
Adam,
this
let us know
franchise is
what you
perfect.
Spin, please, as you
All
hit
right.
the first spin.
Adam, the guy's been up since early this morning. He's
I mean,
been
the
surviving
first one
on
is
Hall
good.
H nachos.
What's that?
What is it?
What'd we spin, Adam?
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. He's thinking about it.
He's going to spin again.
I love the
Away.
movies, but
Spun away from it.
All right.
I take it.
Spun away
But that's
from it.
me.
The Rose, Jacobson
Emily
supporting
Rose.
him.
What do you got?
What'd we
that?
spin?
Opponent's choice.
Opponents.
Oh!
Oh, no.
Put it on
That's
Harry
not
Potter.
And that means more stage time for Kaiser. Nobody needs
Put it
that.
on Harry Potter or
It
Middle
means that
Earth.
I'm terrible at movie release dates.
No, he's not.
All right,
Give
so
him
here
a
comes the
movie
Smasher.
list.
And
What-
which category?
Harry Potter? What do you-
Middle Earth. Yes.
Oh!
Middle Earth.
Thank
All right.
you.
Wow. So he's given Middle Earth
That's
a
gonna be
category that he's had problems with in the past,
And
but
an
we
all
will see.
expenses paid trip to Middle Earth.
All right, here you go, Adam. So you're going to get, Adam, you're going to get 5 questions here.
Ow.
All right, here we go. First one.
Ow.
Lord of the Rings. What is the elven name for kingsfoil, the weed that
Ephesus
Aragorn
plant.
sends Sam to find to help treat Frodo's wound?
Peaceful. Wow, it's a weed.
It may help
Give
slow
me
poison.
multiple choice.
Okay. A. Ithalus. B. Arundel. C. Anduril. D. Elendil. I did all right there.
Dill,
I did
dill,
all right.
dill.
They all
I
sound like
mean.
drugs middle-aged men take.
I think it's D.
Is incorrect. Is it A?
A.
A is correct.
Is it A?
Point steal.
Smasher, help me out. I'm having to read those selections again.
All right. Now, I believe you have to answer all your 2-pointers here. You cannot go to multiple choice.
Yeah, that is
Cannot go to multiple
That's true.
very true.
But he needs a
You have to
couple of
answer
2-pointers at
choice.
least.
So,
4 more questions.
in the Hobbit trilogy, what kind of bird taps on the rock, signaling the secret entrance into the
Ooh.
Lonely Mountain?
Wow,
You can't
that's
go to
different.
multiple- you can go to multiple.
Because I remember,
4 questions.
I remember
8
rewatching this scene
points.
recently, but Jesus, did they even say it?
Give me multiple choice.
I don't
Is
know.
it A, woodpecker, B, blackbird, C, sparrow, D, thrush?
I'll go with the
It's a
woodpecker.
thrush.
I think it's a sparrow.
It's incorrect. Is it A, woodpecker, B, blackbird, C, sparrow, D, thrush?
D. Thrush.
That's correct for 1 more
Oh.
point.
All right, so now, Christian, we find ourselves in a situation where
Hlavac
it is
needs
a
to have
16-point
always
game
scored
right
to
now,
stay
thanks
alive.
to
Otherwise,
Smasher steals. So if you're up by 16, you got
Jesus
3
Christ.
questions for Hlavac remaining in round number 2, each question worth 2 points. So he can hypothetically still get to round number 3 and avoid that knockout. But if he misses another question, or he even has to check the multiple choice, we're looking at a second-round knockout for the guy in the hoodie.
This hurts me more than it hurts you.
All right, here we go. Lord of the Rings. Aragorn eventually carries the sword Anduril. What does the sword's name mean?
Flame of the West.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I don't have the option of multiple choice, right?
I wouldn't do it.
I'm gonna go Flame of the West. With shards of Narsi.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I don't remember.
And your winner, by way of knockout, Kevin the Smasher Smets!
And Kaiser runs in to hug Smets' mom in the crowd.
Does it again. 4-1.
Wow.
4 knockouts. That is
Incredible.
his third knockout.
Very emotional moment here for Kevin, giving his mom a shout out. What a win. I didn't realize that he actually went to San Diego State and at least did about 2 years of service there, I imagine. So kind of a home crowd feel for him as well. What a victory here for Kevin Smets. Thank you for the toothpick, sir.
Yeah, it was a big victory there, too. He
What are you,
answered very
Snyder?
well. Even he brushed himself off when he missed those questions in the beginning, and he just was lights out in that second round. And he knew he's watched Hlavac stuff before, and he's seen Hlavac struggle with Middle Earth. Gave him Middle Earth, and it paid off because here he is sitting in the victor's circle again, 4-1, 4 knockouts. And with that, we are going to throw to Emma Fife, who is with the Smasher and Kaiser. Here we go.
Thanks, Christian. All right, Smets, here we are. I can't say that this is that big of a surprise, probably to you in particular.
Yeah, coming off collision and the loss, that could rattle someone, and it did for the first week. It was a sting, but it was one of those things that I didn't get blown out of the water with Kalinowski. Obviously, I missed it on that one. I missed it on that one question at the end that I knew. So it wasn't a question of knowledge. If you noticed, I really focused on my gameplay this time. There was a couple times where I wanted to interrupt and say the answer, and I waited. And there was one with Tim Roth, which I knew it, but I needed to sit, and I shut my eyes, and I got his face I had to, sorry, I'm just.
Well, I think this is the most words that you've ever said in the Schmoedown at all, so, I mean.
So it was a testament. I came in knowing his weaknesses, and, I got to say, he is a strong competitor. The wheel just didn't look out for him this time because he landed on Harry Potter, then he got opponent's choice, which I gave him Middle Earth. And that literally, if you talk to anyone, I said it's probably going to end in a knockout if it lands on any of those. So for me, it was putting my work and practice into playing the game less than the knowledge because I already had that knowledge there. And sorry, it's just my family's here and friends.
Kevin's family is here, by the way, so.
That's nice.
Hell yeah.
Now, Kaiser, you've been surprisingly quiet. You're just standing here in silent admiration of your protege.
No.
To be fair, Smets missed one question in that entire match.
Look, we didn't come to the Schmoedown to get all warm and cozy with people. With friends like Knapsack and that tyrant Grace, who needs enemies? We came here to get wins. And we're not measuring anything anymore. We're not looking ahead. We're not looking past anybody. Obviously, the Haymaker is a great player. He's been around forever. We're taking it one match at a time.
Well, one match down. However many more to go. So I assume, Kevin, that you're now back on the fast track going for that belt.
Listen, don't tell Peter, but that belt's coming to me.
All right. Well, congratulations again to you, the Smasher, and to you, Kaiser. Way to stand by your man.
Thank you. And if anybody wants to go to a party later, Bobby Gucci rented out a Burger King on F Street. Probably going to be really weird, but I don't know. I'm going.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be in attendance. We'll be right back with Adam Hlavac.
I would.
All right, obviously, you saw the Smasher get choked up. His family, his friends are here, too, and I think that he wanted to get past. He wanted to prove that he could get past that stump when it came to the Kalinowski match, and he did it. He stayed on course. He was able. I was impressed with the fact when he missed those 2 questions in the first round, what was that going to do to him? Well, he came back, he said it, he was emotional, and they're not calling for the next opponent. They're just waiting.
I have two things to say. The first one is I don't know how people ever use toothpicks for any purpose. I've never been able to get anything out of my teeth with them. So thank you, Kaiser, but I will
You're
abstain.
doing it wrong.
And the other thing is about our good friend Adam Hlavac, because that guy, look, the scoreboard is not going to indicate how much he actually knows about all the inner geekdom categories. He ran into a buzzsaw with Middle Earth.
Opponent's
the guy knows
choice
a lot, and he's
just...
not going anywhere in this league either. And I think Emma Fife has an interview with him. I bet he reiterates as much.
Thanks, Mark. We're back with Adam Hlavac now. Adam, things didn't quite go your way today.
No, they didn't. Not at all. This is probably the worst score I've ever gotten in the Schmoedown.
You know, it happens to everybody. But, you know, honestly, you had a good showing in round one. There's no doubt in anybody's mind that you do belong in this league. It just so happens that the wheel really was not your friend today.
No, not at all. And even some of the questions, I knew the Dormammu question. I just was thinking of a different scene in the movie. And the same thing with Mount Doom. I've been rewatching these movies for the last 3 weeks. So I'm a little upset at myself that I didn't at least get those questions. The other ones were a little trickier, a little more detailed. So it just tells me what I need to study a lot more.
Absolutely. And so going forward, are you planning to continue to study and participate in the Inner Geekdom League?
Oh, I'm mad now. I'm
yes!
Really, I can't say it. I'm very angry. So I'm just getting started. It's going to be a party from here on out.
I mean, maybe if you'd had some like real brain food instead of, because, you know, you were in Hall H all day and surviving simply off of nachos and Mountain Dew, I assume.
I ate one California burrito over the course of 12 hours, and I've had 2 bottles of water. So I don't even know how I'm standing right now.
I don't either. I think we have some Gatorade backstage if you need some like electrolytes to really rehydrate. So Adam, unfortunately, again, things didn't really pan out for you today, but you know, I think you can leave here with your head held high.
Absolutely, and I'm gonna go do things that I'm not gonna mention on stage because it's time to party.
Everyone's talking about parties. All right, I guess we'll see you at the Burger King later. Back to you, Mark and Christian.
All right, I mean, Adam Hlavac is one of my favorite people out there, too, and I like the fact that he said, no, I'm not done. I'm mad now, and I'm going to come back and study the stuff that I didn't know.
You wouldn't like me when I'm angry, is the vibe I got from that.
Well, and that's exactly what, he's a game opponent, but the thing is, and I was just talking to
watch out, Timberkala. He might be taking your name.
That you have to, when you go up against a guy like Kevin Smets, you have to be as prepared as he is. And that's very hard to do. There's only a few competitors that I think that are competing right now that can hang with the likes of Kevin Smets, and 2 of them are playing in the main event right now.
We're about to see 2 of the all-time best competitors, 2 of the best preparers that I've ever seen. Gone are the days when a guy who nicknames a carrot can sit up there and get wins. I mean, now you really have to focus, you have to study, you have to train, and this is one of those nights where it is going to pay off for one individual in the form of a big, giant, shiny belt.
Now, for those of you who didn't watch this live, didn't watch the live stream, or weren't here in attendance, this will be the end of that first video. So make sure that you comment and you like and you join the Patreon and you do all the fun stuff so we can continue doing fun shows like this for you.
Look at the hand gestures.
That's right. I'm half Italian.
Somebody's been going to Second City.
That's right. True. Yes, and it's time for you guys to keep on coming back, watching the Schmoedown, so you can see this match on Friday, which will be Cushing versus Malinowski for the belt. So thank you. Thanks to Mark Ellis. Thanks to our crowd here. We'll see you next time.
Wait, is there more?
All right, guys. Hope
nope. Right. Just the ad.
Yeah.
It's that damn opponent's choice.
It is, but look. This is what I said at the beginning of the video. If Mike, Rachel, or Kevin gets hit by opponent's choice, it doesn't matter what category you give them, they'll still score points and stay in the match. Adam is just not on the level that he can get a category that he's not that good at and still score points. And you saw that today. He has those gaps, and that's exactly the reason why he lost today, which is unfortunate because he is a very good competitor. He does, like, outside of Middle Earth and Harry Potter, I know he knows a lot. It's just that those 2 categories are kind of his kryptonite.
Yeah.
So, massive congratulations to Kevin for just completely knocking out another opponent. He just does that. Like, wow. Chris?
Buzzsaw. That's all. That's the perfect way to describe Smasher in this match. He was a complete buzz saw. And when you're up against someone like that, you can either get out of the way or get caught right in the middle of it. And I'm glad there's something left of Hlavac to come back and come back even stronger. Because you know what? I like him. I like his spirit. I like and plus he has one of the best beards in the business. Anybody who tells me otherwise, you're wrong. But I really hope this is a wake-up moment for him in terms of, okay, I really should quit fudging around and just start watching more Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings films.
Yep.
Because, dude, he does know his stuff, but
he does. Just didn't show today because of round 2.
Well, and also Comic-Con brain.
Yeah, especially considering I already saw stuff like before we reacted that he was apparently running over from the Marvel panel to the Schmoedown stage to make sure that he can make the match. I'm like, that's not the best way to prepare for your Schmoedown match, especially not against Kevin Smets. So already was doubtful. And it really does matter if you're in the right mindset in that case because, well, one, it's a live event. Live events can really get to people, and 2, you're in the middle of Comic-Con. If your focus is on Comic-Con instead of an Inner Geekdom match, then yeah, it's gonna be difficult. Oh well.
Plus, when with the Marvel panel that that was there this past Saturday. Well,
oh yeah, jeez.
How can anyone think straight? Anyone?
A lot of big announcements. Speaking of, because I think we said all about this match. So guys, speaking of, this Friday on the Who Cares Anyway podcast, of course, we will be talking about all the stuff to come out of Comic-Con. A lot of big announcements, especially in regards to the Phase 4 of the MCU. So look out for all our thoughts on everything that was announced. And there's more. There's like a guest, which I don't know. So, Chris, tell us about that and plug yourself.
Of course. So as Case mentioned, this Friday we'll be talking about San Diego Comic-Con, doing a full breakdown of some of our thoughts, along with Dave Ham, a.k.a. DJ Snacks, the co-founder of the Movie Trivia Patreon Discord League. So, yes, the league that technically has the most eyes on it at the moment. We're having one of their co-founders come on the show. He's going to talk about that with us. And then also, we're going to close out the show with a little debate / just a giant rant. So make sure you guys have your popcorn and your drinks ready because time travel in Star Wars, no thanks. But, of course, you guys can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Stardust, Letterboxd, and Discord at Skywalker Dome. You guys can follow this very channel on Twitter and Instagram at D2A channel. Please like our Facebook page. And, of course, go check out our most recent episode of Downtoon Dissection, where Ryan and I broke down the Lamb of God masterpiece, Ashes of the Wake. And go check out our Slipknot reaction for their new single, Solway Firth.
Yeah, that reaction is absolutely killing it, by the way. So it seems to be liked a lot by people. Guys, please, still, I'm going to remind everyone, make this trending wherever you can. It's the best thing ever.
It is.
And in the meantime, you can follow me at Dutch Movie Guy on Twitter, Case Cornelius on Facebook and Letterboxd. And look out for the reaction of all reactions, Mike versus Rachel 3 this Friday. It's going to be insane. Also, look out for the reactions that Nico did, because while he's on vacation, he still did the reactions to the matches that he's missed, and they're going to be up whenever he gets to editing them. So besides our reaction, he is also going to react to them. So check that out.
Yeah.
And that's about all I can say. So up until our next video, I'll just say take care.
And speaking of Nico, yeah!
Yes. Cool.